79. So what is so special about this number? We have the number 7 and 9. 7 is often referred to as a divine number, and 9 is our highest order number. It is actually the 22nd prime number, and what's interesting is that there are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. But beyond that, what else can we say about this number? One of the things I like to do is to employ a technique called solve et coagula, which basically means to dissolve and reconstitute. And in this case, I do it with numbers. So the number 79, we can look at it as being a combination of two numbers, 37 and 42. The 37 is actually quite special in mathematics. And here we can see that 3 times 37 is the 111. So it is very much related to what is typically called angel numbers. And the 37 is also a component of the fine structure constant, which is a dimensionless number in physics that is related to the strength of the interaction between charged particles. Now the 42 is a combination of 2 times 3 times 7. So 2, 3, and 7. And if we just look at 2, 3, and 7, we can see that 3 times 79 is in fact 237. So it comes back to itself with the 42. The Pleiades, that star cluster that has been so significant in our human history and our human culture for eons. The Pleiades are really those who are said to have seeded humanity. So the Pleiades is a star cluster made up of many stars. It is just to the right of Orion's star constellation. According to Greek mythology, there are 7 sisters, and so even in many cultures around the world, it is referred to as the 7 sisters, but there are in fact 2 other stars, 2 main stars, so we have a total of 9. So we have the 7 and 9 embedded in the Pleiades. The 79 or 7 and 9 is also represented in other aspects of our culture, sometimes hidden or encoded. And I often find this in many things, actually, this type of encoding, especially in movies or television series. So in this case, we have the Borg, 7 of 9 from the Star Trek series. And the full name is 7 of 9 Tertiary Adjunct of Unimatrix 01. Yes, a mouthful. So I decode that a little bit to the 7th dimension of 9, and it is the 3rd addition to the universe. What I have found along my number journey is that the number 79 is in fact the 3rd universal blueprint. And I'll have more to say about that later. The seed of life is often referred to as this base structure. And you can see there's a hexagonal pattern. And there are 6 circles that surround a center circle. So how do we have this base 2-dimensional shape with 7 circles, but we have 9 numbers in our numbering system? How does that happen? Well, basically we have the numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 that represent the 6 surrounding circles, and then we have the numbers, or the digits 3, 6, and 9 in the center. With the seed of life, when we move from a 2-dimensional structure to a 3-dimensional structure, we can pull apart the 3, 6, and 9 and expand those outwards. So we have the 6 on the left, the 9 on the right, and we have 2 triangles, one pointing up and one pointing down, and with the numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8 surrounding. Now here I've just removed the numbers, and I've just connected those triangles, the one that was pointing up and down. Those are really the base of the 2-dimensional structure. And now you can see that there are 2 tetrahedrons in this 3-dimensional shape. And now if we just remove the circles altogether, we see the seed of life in its third dimensional form are basically two interlocking tetrahedrons. For me, 79 is the third universal blueprint, which I refer to as God's constant. What I have found is that it is related to phi, DNA, sound, atoms, angel numbers, religion, geometry, and physics. It is embedded in all aspects of our reality. And I'll have more to say about this in my upcoming book, which will be out later this spring, and it's called Decoding the Mysteries of the Universe, where I will go into more detail about why the 79 is a universal blueprint and how, more specifically, it is involved in different aspects of our culture and reality.